So starting the test drive in this 500X, it is quite peppy with this turbocharger here. And I don't even have it in sport mode yet, so I'm already impressed with just how this thing is moving. It drives funny though, it's a cheap car, you can just tell. But it is different, you don't see a lot of these out there either. Now the brake pedal is, for whatever reason, kind of loud. But this car has been sitting here for several months, so might just need to get it back in the swing of things. But again, love the turbocharger. I just love this Turbo 4 here. It's, for it to be a smaller one, it's putting in work definitely. But I'm gonna put it into the manual mode. I'm gonna see how it drives. So shifts relatively quickly, especially for a car like this. Downshifts as well. It's just, it feels like a real manual mode, not like some of the shifters you get. They're just pretty much suggestions. So we're gonna run it here. It is certainly fun to drive. And this is rated to get, I believe, 30 miles per gallon on the highway, and I see why. I mean, we're right at probably 1700 RPMs, cruising here at 74 miles per hour. Now, road noise is prevalent here. Again, this might have something to do with it having sat here for several months without being moved. But the ride quality itself is actually pretty good for what this is. It's a small, compact, pretty much a tall smart car is what it feels like. But it's not driving like one. It's driving like something that you could take to and from work. You can commute back and forth to work in, no problem. And with it being adjustable, even though it's manual, you can kind of get your seating position right. I'd hate if somebody moved my seat, because then it would be difficult to get it back the way I'd want it to. But you can get this seat the way you want it to be. Just make sure you're the only person driving it, because you'll never be able to find that perfect seating position again. Now for the money, this is still, it has low miles, around 10, 11,000 I think, but it's still not as cheap as I'd like it to be. But again, this is a newer vehicle, and it does check all the boxes for me in terms of the technology that comes on it. You know, getting that from Chrysler. Definitely love the powertrain. This 1.3 turbo is actually very quick. But I still think this is around 20 to 25,000. I'll leave a link below, and I'll try to remember to put the price in the description. But I mean, it's neat. I'll put it that way. It's cool kind of how the controls are set up. It's meant to give you more of an Italian feel, as opposed to the vehicles that Chrysler usually makes. But overall, it drives pretty nicely. And again, everything that comes with this is not missing anything. Of course, it'd be nice to have heated seats and all that, but I mean, this isn't that kind of car. You're gonna be having an all-wheel drive system, getting 30 miles per gallon on the highway, 24 city rated. It just, it is what it is. It's a Fiat 500X, and that's what it feels like. One thing I do wish we had was the blind spot monitors for a vehicle like this, but with it being a shorter wheelbase car, shouldn't really be that big of an issue. And again, for what this is, a lot of the stuff I'm pointing out is just nitpicky, because these days a lot of the competitors are offering more for less, as opposed to this 500X trekking. But again, the 1.3 liter is definitely a nice touch. And if you want to compare this to a Chevy Trailblazer or a Hyundai Kona, you do get a traditional 9-speed automatic, which is a big plus as well. But a cool car to review. I think this is one of the few, if not the only Fiats I've driven, and it's interesting. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2021 Fiat 500X Trekking.